10 questions, 10 different scenarios, let's begin. First one. What makes this pop-up slower? He stand up with his knee first, he doesn't paddle hard enough, or he is not in the right position. The answer is A. He stand up with his knee, and it slows him down. For quick pop-up, we need to stand on the surfboard with both feet, and the back foot stand a split of a second earlier than the front one. Second question. What would you say to the surfer if she wants to perform a maneuver on the wave? More eyes on the green wave, a wider stance, or a straighter back? The answer is B, a wider stance, because her feet are very close together. It doesn't allow her to put extra weight on the tail, which is needed to pivot and turn. Next one is, what is the most obvious thing missing in this surfer's technique? He's unable to generate enough speed, he's not bending his back, or he's not bending the knees enough. The answer is C, not bending his knees enough. He's too upright, and the wave is small and weak, and to generate more speed and perform well, he needs to surf much more lower with his body. Next question. What helped the surfer to finish the maneuver well? He compressed when returning to the dead zone, he opened his hands, or he looked forward to the green wave? The answer is A. He compressed when returning to the dead zone. This is crucial for any cutback or around the house maneuver if we want to preserve our energy on the wave. The next one is why this surfer couldn't complete his maneuver. Because his hands were not open enough? Or because he didn't perform the maneuver in the pocket of the wave? Or because he didn't execute the correct turn? The answer is B. He didn't perform the maneuver in the pocket of the wave. If we start the maneuver in the place where the wave has less energy to push us, we will slow down and we won't be able to complete the maneuver. Next question. Why couldn't the surfer pass the foam going for the green wave? Because the wave was not open enough? Or because he didn't work properly with his hands and feet? Or because he leaned too much on the back foot? The answer is B, because he didn't work properly with his hands and feet. The surfer is trying to use the technique of generating speed, but he still needs to work on the proper compress and release combination, which is generating speed at the best way possible. Next one is why this surfer fell in the pop-up? Because his legs were too close together and he leaned backwards? Or because he leaned forward too much? Or because his face didn't lift above the surfboard? The correct answer is A, because his legs were too close together and he leaned backwards. We need to create a decent separation between the legs and lean forward in the direction of the green wave to successfully make the pop-up. So the next one is why this surfer couldn't complete the entire around the house maneuver? Because his face wasn't directed to the foam? Or because he was too upright, or because his face went in the opposite direction of his hands? The correct answer is C, because his face went in the opposite direction of his hands. To complete a cutback or around the house, we need to use the big L, where the face is always leads the movement of the hands. The next two questions are true or false. This surfer is trying to perform in the pocket of the wave. Answer is true. Notice how the surfer always stands behind the foam and waits for the right execution in the power zone. He fell in the end, but the intention was correct. Next sentence. This surfer fell because he didn't bend his knees upon landing. True or false? The answer is false. He fell because he didn't hit the lip with the surfboard. He hit the lip with his body. He needed to put some more pressure on the tail and try to hit the lip with more vertical angle. That's it, guys. I want to know your score in the comments below. Feel free to share questions, opinions, and I'll see you on the next one. You!